Hey guys, how's it going? DEFCON here from epicwins.com. There it is. And what I'm going to be showing you today is about Recount, which is a DPS meter, and only a DPS meter, nothing else. I'm just kidding. Recount can actually do a lot more than that, and we're going to get a little bit into it today. So let's check it out. Here we go. First off, to open Recount, once you have the add-on installed, and if you don't have the add-on installed yet, I recommend going to www.epicwins.com and checking out my add-on installation tutorial. Helpful. Once you do have Recount installed and checked off to turn on, what you're going to do is type, hit enter, type /recount, RECOUNT, show, and hit enter. Bam, there you go. There's your Recount. What we're going to do for you here is we're going to go into the settings here, which is this little gear, and we're going to blow this up a bit so you can see what we're doing. There we go. A little crazy big, but now you'll see what we're doing. Okay, so this is Recount. This is our damage meter. Here's our target. Alright, so what we got up here is damage done. Okay, and here's my damage done in my last run here. And we're going to clear it out in a sec so you can see what we're doing. We'll do that now, actually. This is the reset recount button. Anytime you enter a party or your party turns to a raid even, it's going to ask if you wish to reset the data. Click yes if you want to reset your overall data. Click no if you don't. If you want to keep your old data that's in there and add to it. I'm going to click yes to reset it so you get a gist of how this works. Alright, here we go. So here's what's currently displayed in this title here. And there's damage done. And then when we right click, remember I said that this add-on is a lot more than a DPS meter, and this is why. Here we go. Damage done, DPS, friendly fire, damage taking, healing done, healing taken, overhealing done, deaths, dot uptime, hot uptime, dispels, dispelled, interrupt, resers, CC breakers, that's crowd control, like if someone breaks a sheep or unshackles something. Most activity, mana gained, energy gained, rage gained, runic power gained, and these are all things that you can check with the damage meter Recount, which you can find at curse.com. Okay, so what we're going to check out is the most popular, and this is DPS. So once we right click on here and we go to DPS, and that sets us as our normal DPS, and we're just running through the menu here real quick. These little things here, these little guys, obviously resize and drag your window. Pretty basic, pretty simple. This right here, this little horn icon, this is the report data button, okay? And you could report the top 10. This slider can go anywhere from report to top 1 to report to top 25. I normally keep it at the top 10 just because it's less space when I'm rating on my screen. Then there's the report to. Now you can report it to a say, and when you click that, it'll automatically say it out loud like you type /S. You can record it to a whisper. When you do that, down here you'll see it says whisper, and say we'll type my name and click report. And as you can see, when we click report, the report window goes away because you no longer need it, and you'll see the whisper down here to myself, Recount DPS for overall data. Okay, there we go. Next up in line, we got the settings button. This is weird stuff like your data filters, your version check, where you want to use it. Your window controls your window size. This is the scaling one that I showed you before. You can lock your window so it doesn't get moved by accident, and it's got your report file buttons, what else you want to use there. In appearance, you got your colors, font selection, bar selection. Pretty cool, pretty simple, and all that fun stuff. So that's your main settings. There's a lot in there to play around with if you want to. Now we have. This is the data selection button. When you click this, you'll see selections, overall data or current fight. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit this target real quick here. Just do some damage. And as you'll see, as I do the damage, it's counting up right here. Alright, now in this button, what you'll see is overall data and then current fight. Now if you're in a raid or you're in a party, what you're also going to see in this list, which I find very helpful, is your other fights with the name of the creature you're fighting. Let me stop attacking this guy. With the name of the creature you're fighting and the duration of the fight. So if you want to go back and check the specifics for Patchwork in Naxxramas, you can go click it as long as you didn't reset your data, and you could check out everyone's DPS just from that fight. Really useful, helpful. If you go to current fight, it just stays current fight, obviously, and overall data shows everything since when you reset it the last time. And actually, if you look in here now, here's fight 1, expert training dummy. It's got the time and when it ended, and that's fight 1. So if we click that, that gives us our DPS on that dummy there. And we'll go back to overall. Okay, this button here is the reset button, as you saw before, and I'm just going to reset my data. And this here, when you right click here, does the same thing. It'll just cycle through, you know, what you got up here: damage done, DPS, friendly fire, etc. I keep it on damage done for rating. To me, that's the most important. If you're a DPS spec, obviously if you're a healer, you're going to want it on healing and stuff like that. And then obviously here's the button to close it. So we're going to give this a quick run here and see what happens. We're just going to do some basic spells. We'll do a Divine Storm, maybe an Exorcism. We'll judge it. Just trying to get some numbers built up here. So we have some stuff on the boards. Now mind you, this is my pally, and I'm not that great with him yet, and he's only level 63, so don't expect my damage to be crazy like my mage. And we're just getting some stats here, pumping up our numbers a little bit. Alright, and we're going to stop attacking. Okay, so now we look in our recount window, and here we got damage done. Okay, so it says my name and FCC, which is my name for my pally. And then if you are in a party or raid, down here you'll see a list of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, all the way to whatever you chose to display. And you know, you'll be in position according to your damage done, or according to whatever you pick from this menu. So what we're going to check out here is, here's our damage done. We did 8,815 damage to the poor training dummy, because we're just kind of cruel like that. And our DPS, which is in these little bracers here, or little parentheses, is 178.1, which is ridiculously low and kind of embarrassing, but that's our DPS output, just to show you. And over here it says 100%. This is going to be the percentage of damage that you did to the current fight or overall compared to the rest of your group. Okay? So that's that, and that's how to use it. Right here, what you're going to have is your top 3 abilities. When you hover over whoever's name, the whole thing will fill up when you're in a party. So here's mine. Consecration with 2613 damage, 29% of my overall damage. Exorcism with 1868, 21%. Melee with 1634 and 18%. And it shows your top 3 attacked here. Obviously we only attacked 1, so that's our expert training dummy, and that's 100% of our damage. Now we can click for more details here. And here's our details screen. It's going to show your ability name, the count, which is how many of them happened. In this case, number 1 is a concentration damage over time effect. So the dot ticked 29 times for 2,613 damage, which is accounted for 29.6% of my overall damage. And then you'll see as you go down the list, exorcism I had 2 of, and there's my damage, my percentage, same with melee. Now down here you're going to see 2 things. You're going to see this pie chart for a hit and a dodge. So this shows that my dodge versus hit pie chart, and this is basically displaying in a graphical format that I have 7 hits here and 1 dodge. Okay. Now if you go to, we'll go to judgment, which only hit. So you'll see the percentage of them and the count of how many you cast. Your maximum damage, your average damage, and your minimum damage, excuse me. And this is a really helpful window. Now if you want to get crazy and go even deeper, you can click on this magnifying glass in the upper right corner here, and it shows you pet damage, healing, I mean, like, you name it, it's pretty crazy. And you can really get into some good theory crafting and calculations with this. Alright, so I think we covered just about everything. If you have any questions or you want to see a detailed write-up on this, head over to www.epicwins.com, and that is always my shameless plug here. That's my website, and I will be posting more tutorials throw up a post on the forums. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want to know about, and I'll do it. I think I'm going to be doing Omen Threat Meter next as far as add-ons go. But sign up. We could use some good players to post some good tips. And as always, DEFCON from EpicWins.com, bringing you a tutorial.